Shalom, shalom. Yeah, we're the true Hebrew Israelites with desert trumpets. Come out here week in, week out to prophesy the downfall of America, the hopes that we're part of the elect, but the elect will be brought out of Babylon the Great. The bulk of the nation of Israel that will be delivered will be out of Babylon. 2/3 of the Israelites here in Babylon, not in the whole world, but 2/3 of you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians will not hearken. So you will die here in Babylon, right? So this is the time that we're in, and the Lord said to come out here and to warn you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians of the time. And there's no time like now that it's prevalent, it's evident, right? Trump has announced that he will have troops in every city, right? So that's the time that we're living in. So without further ado, we want to give all praises and our honor and glory to Yahweh. So we're going to say all praise and honor and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah HaKodash. Yeah, I'd like to give double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and do well. The elder apostles, bishops in Connecticut, the bishops, the preachers, the teachers, the evangelists, and the four winds preaching in truth and sincerity, risking your lives more now than ever, the hopeful elect, the elect, shalom, to the Israelite foreigners whose phenotype may look like another nation, but bloodline goes back to Israel through your father and have come back to the fold, right? This is not a black thing. This is a bloodline thing, right? So this is a calling for the a family, and in that, not just the family, the remnant of that family that will be the elect, right? And to you Israelite women who recognize and that your husband is your spiritual leader, right? I say shalom, and we'll go ahead and go into this lesson, and you know, the times are prevalent to see it, to hearken unto Yahweh thy power, right? Through his only begotten son, right? So therefore we may be redeemed in such a time where it's most needed, right? So we're going to start off at Jeremiah chapter 6. We start off at 1.
This is Jeremiah 6, KJV. The subheading or the title of this chapter, Destruction of Jerusalem Impending. Verse 1, and it reads, O ye children of Benjamin.
Right, because that's where you're at. That's basically where we're at. We're in the time of impending doom of you Israelites, man. Right? That's mostly talking about the southern kingdom, but it's referring to what the northern kingdom as well, right? Because we're here in Babylon the Great, where Judah and Ephraim are oppressed together. So we're in an impending doom time. We're in a crisis. We're in a time that you must seek the Lord, right? Good.
It says, gather yourselves to flee out of the midst of Jerusalem and blow the trumpet in Tekiel.
Right. See, yeah. Gather yourselves together that you may flee, right? And it's not talking about actually leaving. It's talking about having the right mentality, leaving off from the Babylonian mindset, right? Cleaving to America, right? Because even with this whole thing with the EPT card, and they did that, should have been like, hey, you should have known, you should have figured they were gonna do this type of thing. That this place is not your rest, right? You know, that's like a telltale. You know what I mean? Like, don't women do that? Don't they tell you that? If can't you get a hint? I don't like you. Don't they tell you that? Like, I mean, is that not a hint?
Yeah.
The motherfucker, they don't like you.
Hey, they can show you better than they can tell you.
Right.
You know?
They showing you they don't like you. But you know what? No, if I don't get my EPT card back, I'm finna go to the store and steal. What, man? You are supposed to be disconnected from this place, man. Right? You are not supposed to be in line or in league with the devil, man. Right?
It says, and set up a sign of fire in Beth Hekkerim.
Right, it set up a sign. And what's that fire meaning? Which meaning representing is going to be destruction. At that time, I believe it's a military came in and took fire to the temple and all that stuff. But this time, it's going to take fire to all of America, man. Right? The fire is a representation of race wars and riots, because that's what the Lord said. Right? Now, in fact, can you get that? It says if it be burnt, if it be kindled already, what will I? Right? Isaiah, you got it already?
This is Luke 12 and verse 49, and it reads, I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it be already kindled?
What will I? Hey, because that's dealing with the basically the insurrections, right? Because that's the thing that's about to happen upon the earth, man. Right? You know, it's in Second Esdras. You already finished that?
What?
What you just read? That thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get that Second Esdras 16, insurrection. It's like a 70, 16 and like 70 something.
This is we'll start at 68, 2nd Ezra 16 and 68, and it reads, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you.
Right. The great wrath of a multitude, right? Dealing with these troopers, these stormtroopers, man. Dealing with the military, man. That's about to be coming to a neighborhood near you, right? Right? Real time, right? What did the apostle say? Real talk, right? Real time, real talk, right? That's what's coming to you, man. Go ahead.
And they shall take away certain of you and feed you being idle with things offered unto idols.
Right, yeah. That actually goes into the microceia, right? Because in the time when there is no food, in order for you to eat, you're gonna have to take that microceia, right?
And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision.
Right, yeah. If you don't consent to getting this microceia, you got to get put to death, man. And that's what they're doing right now. They're gonna push this digital ID. So they're trying to see who's with it and who's not, which they already planned through the Georgia Guidestones. They already had plans to kill most of you off anyway. So they're hoping you buck up. Like, you know what I mean? Like that madness to you young YNs was, oh, come down over here. This Chicago, this is different. They were hoping you would, because a lot of you, they're gonna have to, hey, the Lord already said that you're unprofitable children, man. A lot of you gotta go anyway, man. Right? So we're hoping for that too. Right? What?
And in reproach and trodden underfoot.
See, you're in a reproach because why? You're not following the law, statutes, and commandments, and the faith of Hamashiach, as it said in Revelations 12, man. Right? You're not following the precept upon precept, the volume of the book via Yahweh Shai, man. Right? You want to do your own thing, man. Right? You want to be your own hope. Right? Black is not, there's no hope in that, man. Right? There's no hope and Pan-Africanism, man. Ain't no hope in that shit, man. Ain't no hope in being a goddamn Hoover Crip and a priest. Ain't no hope in that, man. Right? Go ahead.
Take a thug. and trodden underfoot.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, you about to get trodden underfoot, and most of you women, right? Because that's going into prophecy. It says, "She that is my enemy shall be what? The mire of the street." So you're gonna be trodden underfoot, man. Right?
It says, "And there shall be in every place, and in the next cities."
Oh, in every place, and in the next what?
Cities.
Right? And what is Trump doing, man? So this, hey, the Bible don't lie, bro.
A great insurrection.
A great insurrection, and that's what Trump is talking about, pushing forth, Insurrection Act, right?
Upon those that fear Yahweh.
And those upon those that fear Yahweh, and really that's what they're coming after. They're coming after those who fear the Most High, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, right? And these things are going to come. So this is Isaiah chapter 19, verse 2. "And I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city," right? Going back into that, right? Going back into that, city against city, right? So in that time, these cities are going to be going through a great fire. The Lord said, "Hey, if it already be kindled, what will I if it already be kindled?" So through these race wars and these riots, this thing's going to be on fire already. Just off of that, right? Go ahead. Oh wait, let me finish. Wait, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Go ahead.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, going to 15. Go to 15, Sloppy. 15. It talks about this. Yes, right there. That's just 15. No, chapter 15, Sloppy. Chapter 15. I think it's 15. 15. Or is it down further? It talks about the.
What are you looking for?
It says because of the cities, because of the pride of the city. I guess you could start it. Just start at 15, I guess. Yeah, start at 15. Because it goes into, might as well do it that way. Because it goes into the pride of the cities.
It says, we'll start at 14, and it reads, "Woe," 2nd Ezra 15 and 14, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh."
Right, your dwelling means you're alive. So woe to those that are alive in the world, right? Because what was it?
Because for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh.
Right, and the left hand of the Lord is Esau, and his blessing is the sword. So therefore, the sword is drawing nigh, right? Which means judgment, man. Judgment is drawing nigh. Right? But
for one people shall stand up to fight against another.
Right. That's where we're at now. Right? Neighbor against neighbor, kingdom against kingdom. These are things that are gonna happen, man. Right? A great insurrection. Right? This place is already gonna be kindled. By the time the Lord, second return of our Lord Yahushua is his return, it's gonna be already kindled. Right? It's gonna be uproars of the people. Right? What?
And swords in their hands.
Yep. Killing instrument judgment.
For there shall be sedition among men.
There's going to be a sedition sedition, right?
And invading one another.
Yeah, insurrections, seditions. And this is what's been said in the earth, right? What was the January 6th, right? That was a sedition, right?
So now by the king of Babylon.
Right now, so all these things are being said in the earth, as the elders have said, and this is years before, but then now it's being played out in real time. So that thing was called a sedition, The Trump is talking about pushing forth Insurrection Act. Bro, the scriptures are jumping off the page. They're screaming loud and clear, man. Right? But
And they shall not regard their kings nor princes,
right.
and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
And that's dealing with what you're talking about now. Everybody's talking about they're gonna riot and snatch food. See, and that's gonna be within your own power. That when once this thing jumps off, right? That's within your power to decide when you're gonna finally have enough, or when you're just gonna go out there and do what needs to be done, because all this is all prophecy. Somewhere along the line, either you're gonna go out there and be what you call it? Foolish, should I say, and try to steal food and all this other stuff, or they're gonna commit some type of false flag event, and it's gonna jump off that way. But either way it goes, it's gonna happen, right? But most of it's within your power, because pretty soon you're gonna get tired of being jammed up by ICE, and some people are just gonna say forget it. They're gonna just start fighting. You know what I mean? Which in some cases they said they have. They jammed up ICE a couple of times, right? They were fighting back. So, hey, you know, pretty soon it's gonna be.
Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Yeah, so then once everything jumps off, so go ahead and start rioting and fighting for some food, do it whatever. And then it gives problem, reaction, solution. And then they get to bring in full force, the military, so that way there's martial law, complete martial law. Then which the Constitution got to be thrown away already as it is. Right? Apostle Hart was playing a video where the ICE did a U-turn in the streets and hit some lady. They hit her. Then they jumped out and arrest her after they hit her. Right? So the Constitution is done. Right? So you don't have any rights. So anytime you get stopped by the police or anything, well, one thing the Lord said was agree with thy adversaries quickly. So you're going to be in a time where you might have to agree with them kind of quick, because they have immunity, right? It's like a license to kill right now, right? They can do whatever they want. These people are turning into Judge Dredd, man. Right? This is Judge Dredd time. They're the judge, the jury, and the executioner, man. Judge Dredd is out there now, man.
And they're skipping the jury part.
Right.
Judge and executioner.
Right.
Because they're going to put you down before you get to see any judge. They're going to judge you right then and there and judge you worthy to be put to death. It says, for because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled.
Mm-hmm. That's the part I wanted. Because it was going to say, it said what?
Because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled.
And then we read the other verse. It says what? City against city.
Yeah.
Right? Kingdom against kingdom. City against city. And then what? In the next city, what? A great insurrection. Right?
And what
because
is
of their pride.
What is the pride of a lot of these cities? You women. You know what I mean? You women who run roughshod over everything, who think that, you know what I mean, you're independent, think that you don't need anything. You know, hey, you know, a lot of you, man, you're in a very prideful state in these cities. You know,
with these a lot of these jakes, it's going to fall fall into the thing that Adam fell into.
Yeah.
Right, because these women, like the chick who said she's like, I'm gonna steal, and I'm gonna have my man come.
Right.
If you touch me, my man gonna knock you out with one punch. So, cause she's doing something wicked, he gotta come behind and be Captain Saver. You know what?
Yeah.
And now he's in trouble too.
Yeah.
Because he's following behind the woman. You know, behind her philosophy. Like in her mind, that makes sense. But instead of you being a man, a real man, and saying, bitch, that don't make no goddamn sense, man.
Yeah, you're not the boss.
And yeah, and you're not the boss, but you gotta, what is it called? Well, the Lord says that. Let us reason together. Right? Where's the reasoning in that? But he probably gonna, oh, okay, baby. Let's go down there. And if anybody touch you, that's their answer. Well, you need to put yourself in a world of hurt.
Yeah.
Behind listening to the woman, man.
Hey, the Most High gonna
Right?
put both of
You're
y'all
supposed
at
to
the
be man.
butt end of a
You're
gun.
supposed to be listening to a woman. You're supposed to have common sense. A man is supposed to be righteous, man. A woman is naturally wicked, bro. You ain't supposed to listen to a woman, man. The woman is naturally wicked. You got some women that'll tell you the truth. Like my oldest son's mom, she knows. She be like, hey, I'm gonna tell you, women are wicked. I'm wicked. Like, don't believe. I'm gonna tell you about 5 lies before I tell you the truth. She says that shit. But at least she's telling the truth. That's the part she's telling the truth about.
They're not gonna tell you the whole truth.
She ain't gonna tell you the whole truth either. Right?
You're gonna get just enough for her to think she skated by.
See, I did it. Nothing. That's what Eve did. See, nothing happened to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So
I told him, I went down there, I told him nobody better not touch me. Nothing happened to me. And maybe a couple of times you run in the store, you run out, and nothing happened to you the first. But that second or third time, yeah, man.
Yeah. Hey, and like you said, man, these cops, these troops, they're no longer on, hey, freeze, let me lock you and cuff you and take the jail.
These guys ain't set up for that. They set up to kill.
Yeah, they're gonna
These are military people. These are military men. They're only set up to kill, man. They're not set up to wound or maim or contain. If you can contain, that was the Lord with you. That was, that was just your lot to get contained. Right?
Yeah,
but other than that, their thing is to put you
down with extreme prejudice.
Well, the scriptures say what? They should be like dung upon the street, man. Yeah. So it's going to be so many dead bodies laying upon the street, right? It says there will be no one to bemoan you. There's going to be nobody crying for you. So when this military is killing everybody in the streets, nobody's going to be there to bury you. There's going to be so many dead people. It's going to be ridiculous, man. Right? You're not even going to have the mass graves that they have in Gaza. At least they have the mass graves. That's not even going to happen here. There ain't going to be no mass graves. No. There's going to be dead body on top of dead body on top of dead body, man. Right? The purge is real. Right? According to the scriptures, man. That's going to be a real thing. The purge is real. Race wars and calamity, man. Right? But
it says, verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor.
Yeah, that's the time we're in, man. Point blank period. There's no way around it.
But shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread.
And they already saying that's happening right now. They saying that people are running up on people who went shopping and knocking their ass out and taking their food now. So that's already happening now. And this is with the country up somewhat. It's not even fully collapsed yet. And people are following people home and invading another man for the lack of bread. Well, one more time.
Verse 19, it says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor.
They have no pity on you.
But shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because
took your groceries. They took your groceries because
of the lack of bread.
For the lack of an EPT card, man.
Hey, not only your groceries, they're gonna take you.
Right?
Like I said, they following these people home.
Yeah, well, this is I'm talking about this is happening now. So that's not even this is when it ain't fully even collapsed yet. We ain't in. This is just the beginning of sorrows. So how much more in the sorrows, right?
And for great tribulations.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. That's when you. Now you're going to be in great tribulation. So this is just the beginning of sorrow. So how much more in the time of great tribulation, man? Troubles, man. Troubles on every side, right? But
you want more?
Where's it? What is that? Oh, no, that's good. You can go back to what was that? thinking of?
Jeremiah 6.
No, because I was thinking about something real quick when you said. That's all right, because I lost it. But yeah, go back to Jeremiah.
Back in Jeremiah 6. And it reads, verse 2. I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman.
Right. See, yeah. Beautiful, right? Calmly, right? Means discreet, right? Quiet, right? Obedient. Yep. But a lot of you are not discreet and quiet. You getting on TikTok and everything. I'm finna go, bro. Wait. Hey,
who tells people what they fixing to do?
Right. That's why I'm gonna say that. Because what a fool. Because think about it. Because there is a such thing as called premeditated murder. Is there a such thing as premeditated robbery?
Yeah.
Or premated
if you get
theft?
on the damn thing and declare that you're going to go and do it, now you have what's that script? Now they have no cloak for their for their
sins. Yeah.
Now you have no cloak. You can't go.
The cosmic
it just happened.
Yeah,
there's no. We got you right here. You said, look, this is what you was gonna do, and then you went down and did it. So leave the food there. Bring your dumb ass on. You know what I mean? But I want to get that in the NLT real quick, if I may.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is the NLT, Jeremiah 6:2. And it reads, O Jerusalem, you are my beautiful and delicate daughter, but I will destroy you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what's coming, That's not only coming, that's what we're in the opening.
It's already happening.
Yeah.
It's already happening. They just said they found 35 young so-called black women in a goddamn lake or something in Texas.
Lake Titicaca.
Yeah, in Texas, man. They've been finding you so-called black women out in some type of field somewhere, all over the place, in all sorts of different counties and states. Right?
Anybody that's ever witnessed an orchestra getting ready to play, we're in that tune-up period where the orchestras, everybody's getting their instruments in order. You know what I mean? Hey, right before the conductor taps that little wand and dun 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 dun. Hey, this thing is getting ready to go full on chaos mode. And like the scriptures tells you, once it begins, there's nothing that's gonna turn it back. As that scripture says, as a woman in travail, when those labor pains begin, well, we're in the beginning of those labor pains. We're not just in the beginning, we're in the midst of those that are only intensifying and increasing in severity, and that cruel Lord is definitely there to do his job.
Yeah, like this right here. This is KLTV ABC 7 Texas. Says a man in U.S. illegally charged with the murder of illegally charged with the murder of a missing 19-year-old woman found dead, officials say. Right? And then you look at the picture, it's what? It's Eve. Oh shit. It's Eve. Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Because, hey, the so-called, white woman taught our women, the whole independence theory, and Eve ran with it.
Right.
And the so-called white woman, hey, she relies heavily on her man, but Eve took it to the next level. So now you out there with no covering. You out there on your own, and there's so many instances. They just had one where, they found a woman in her apartment, been dead in there. Her family hundreds of miles away. All of these things are now Eve, you're seeing it all over the social media. Eve ready for a man now. Eve tired of being independent. But nobody is going to deal with you because that independence has put you in a position where, you
still
think
can't be told what to do. Yeah.
You a boss bitch, and no man wants another boss.
Right. If he's supposed to be the boss,
right. If he's the man, then you don't want no boss, no alpha woman.
Right,
That shit
right.
is dumb as hell, man. Your mindset
Yeah.
has been completely polluted and corrupted.
Yeah, my youngest son's mom, I used to tell her, I said it's like us being tied together. If we was like tied together and we both need to go somewhere, we gotta agree on which direction that we're going. That's like fucking Siamese twins. If they're stuck together, they have to collectively, even though there's two different minds, they got two different opinions, they got two different desires, but because they're stuck together, they have to agree on where to go. If we're in a situation where we're stuck together, we have to agree to do what needs to be done to get to where we need to go.
You know,
You can't just try to do your own thing, or else guess what? We go nowhere.
and even in that situation, even if we
go
disagree,
nowhere.
you're gonna have to submit to the man.
One person gonna have, yeah.
You know what I mean? And we're gonna go. A
You.
decision is made. We're gonna go this way.
Right.
It's not. Oh well, you know, we both have. No, we don't both have to decide. I'm telling you, we're going this way. We're going this way. There's no. You know what I mean? Hey, that old saying.
Unless the
this way
spirit,
or the
unless,
highway.
yeah,
Right.
Unless the spirit says otherwise, because sometimes the Lord taps in with the woman every now and then, but for the most part, the decision's with the man.
Yeah. You know. Hey, and he might give her that. No, that's from old times. That's the same one from every week. I recognize the puppy. I claimed that way years ago, back around the corner. Anyway.
No. You
Yeah.
sound like a pop.
It may well be. He was there when it all happened.
No.
You know what I mean? So yeah, we're in that time now, where and yeah, you may get some, if the Most High is dealing with the man, then He'll give the man the wisdom to hear what
the
you
woman
might have
has to say,
said,
yeah.
and He's going to put
But
if
it ain't
he's
gonna be
dealing
you.
with him.
It still ain't gonna be you
Right.
asserting your authority over.
No, no.
It's just you had a vision.
You making
that's all
a
it is.
suggestion.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
had the vision, or you had the thing, and then you know what I mean?
And the Most High directed him to take that,
Right.
information from you and use it
Right, because it
according
happened with
to
remember
what he's supposed to do.
it happened to Abraham. Right? Happened to Abraham. Right? Because when Sarah told him that Ishmael was not going to be a joint heir with her son, with the son of the promise, and then the Lord later on came back and told Abraham, your wife was correct. He cannot be a partaker of this thing. And so then he had to go, oh, okay, and backed off because the Lord made it abundant that what she said was true. Right?
Because Ishmael would have been the firstborn. Yeah.
Well, he was the firstborn, yeah. Yeah.
Not to the promise.
But
though.
not to the promise though, yeah. Yeah.
So
Right.
I'm going to stay in the NLT. And in verse 3 it says, enemies will surround you like shepherds camping around the city.
Right.
Each chooses a place for his troops.
Right. And that's
to
not what he's
devour.
doing. Is that not what he's doing? He's strategically picking cities. He's strategically picking cities, right? First LA, then he went over there and said, okay, well, they keep saying about this thing and it's illegal, so I'm going to set it up in Washington first, because Washington is not really a state. It's like a province or whatever. It's not a state, so he set it up in Washington. Then he's like, okay, well then you know what, I'll do this. And then he just doing it bit by bit by bit. Then he's promising that he's going to get them trained for riots. But you're talking about training them within like a 2-week period. That's not long enough to be trained in riots. But it fits the protocol. You could say they have riot training, right? That's the backdoor to it.
And the thing is, they've always had that. You know what I mean? They've been training to put these people down for a long time.
No, that's training, but riot training is different. That's
Yeah.
riot training is different. It's like basically like more like a police training, but them, they don't have like police training like that.
No.
They're more set up for war. So they're gonna say, okay, we're gonna give them 2 weeks of de-escalation training and put them back in the field. But they've been training that whole time
To
how to
escalate.
kill. How to kill.
You've been trained to escalate
yeah.
in all situations.
Right.
You
so
know what I mean?
that's not 2 weeks ain't enough to get that out your system.
No, you're never going to get it out your system. You know? The only
Right.
thing that's going to get it out their system, and when that happens, when it is out of their system, they're going
Is
to
after
bring
you
in these
get-
foreign troops. When these American soldiers stop having that desire to want to kill Americans, then they're going to do something, move them around, and they're going to bring in these troops that have been in sleeper mode. You know? And
Right.
they are going to kill you without so much as a thought.
Yeah, I got one more. This is an article. This is Houston Public Media, a service of the University of Houston, PBS, NPR, right? Houston. Another dead body was found in Houston Bayou, making the sixth in less than a week. So 6 bodies have been found. More than 6 bodies have been found in the Bayou. And guess who those are? Those are you Israelites, you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Indians. Mostly you Jakes, right? Judah.
And there's
Right?
nobody looking for you. There's
Ain't
no
nobody looking
news like with desperate attempts to want to find where you at, what happened to you. You know what I mean? And they already coming up with clever reasons why you killed yourself and threw yourself in the lake, buried yourself in the ground, and then covered yourself up.
With
you know?
broken arms.
Hung yourself
With broken
with 2
arms.
broken arms. You know what I mean? Because you were tired of living. You know, had everything to look forward to, so called, but now you know you broke both your arms and then hung yourself after the fact.
Right, right.
You know, this is the evilness that's coming upon you. You know,
Right. It's already happening. That's basically what I was trying to get you, showing that it's already happening. Right?
It says, verse 4, they shout, prepare for battle.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
That's
Attack
fine.
at noon.
Hey, that's kind of what Trump is doing. He's shouting.
Yeah.
That's a war cry. He's basically declaring war on you. And then you're going back and forth like nothing. Like ain't nothing happening.
Like everything's everything. It's all fun and games. You know?
Right?
Jake has no concept, you know, on what he needs to be doing. You know? Hey, and that's why the scripture says, as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? Because nothing is rousing Jake up. Nothing, Jake just constantly party and bullshit. You know?
Right, exactly. Jake is always on that bullshit.
Yeah, Jake looks at everything like, they ain't gonna do nothing to me. You know? Jake forgets how his ancestors, how his foreparents got here. And he thinks that, you know, now he's this ultimate, you know what I mean?
Traditional black.
Right.
Was Anton Daniels.
Yeah.
He got a little bit of money.
You know? But like Mooney said, boy, it's a beautiful thing when you get your nigga wake up call. You know? And a lot of y'all are getting that call right now. Hello?
Right.
You know?
Right, hold on. I got one real quick. 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 23. The trumpet shall give a sound, right? He's talking about should make a shout, right? So a trumpet's gonna give a shout, right? He's gonna give a shout. So a trumpet's gonna give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid.
Yeah.
And at that time shall friends fight one another like enemies. Right? That's what time you're living in, man. And the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein, right? So you're living on the earth, you're going to be in fear, man. Right? I believe that's what it said when you're in 15 still? 2nd Ezra 15?
I can get it.
Marty.
There you go.
Because just skip down to it said a man should be afraid, right? Because that's the time that you're living in, man. So how much more for you women? Mine. Yep. Oh man.
This is verse 18, and it reads, 2nd Ezra 15 and 18, for because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled,
Right.
the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Yeah, there it is.
Yours.
Yeah. Okay. Start that off. Yeah. So how much more for you women, man? Men are going to be afraid. It's going to be a fearful time. This is and it says 2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse 24 says, at that time shall friend fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still in the third. In 3 hours they shall not run. Right. So we're going to come into a time where there's going to be no water, no food, and that's one of my third scoop.
It's with him.
Those her, 2 other ones.
He was
Go ahead.
reading.
Go ahead.
You was reading
No,
something.
I'm good. No.
All right, so back in Jeremiah 6, it says, verse 4 again in the NLT, it says, they shout, prepare for battle, attack at noon. No, it's too late. The day is fading and the evening shadows are falling.
The day is fading, right? Because what? We're about to come into gross darkness, man. Nothing but a time of darkness, right? Because we're going to be waiting for the morning to come, which is Yahweh Shai, right? I already did that. You're too late. You're too late. That's mine. I already did that. You already did that.
Focus, brother.
I already did that. You guys. But yeah. But the yeah, what was it? What? Keep on. You gotta focus.
It says, well then, let's attack at night and destroy their palaces.
Right. Let's attack at night and destroy their palace. Hey, because what? A lot of you jakes are asleep, man. A lot of you, even though it's daytime, because the Lord said something about let the arrow shoot at them in noon, right? But you're like a person at noontime groping as if it's night. You're looking for EPT card, man. All that stuff. No one said let's trust in the Lord.
Because they never have. You can't do something. You can't learn something that you haven't been taught.
But we've been taught that. You so go, man. We were our whole lives. I don't know what kind of grandparents you had, but we was going to. If you ain't had to go to work, you were definitely going. You were going to church, right?
But even with church, though, what does church really teach you? Church teaches you nothing.
Well, it teaches you something because that's what we started
They
at.
tell you one thing,
They
but
give
then
you,
they
give
teach
you the basic. I know.
to rely on the government. They teach you to rely on the city.
Yeah, true.
They teach you to be self-reliant. They don't teach you to, you know what I mean? They teach you that
I get what you're
you
saying.
can do as much wickedness as you want.
I get what you're
and
saying,
at
but
the
we all
last
got
minute-
got the basics. Because most of the people who's in the truth now
Yeah,
got it
started-
because
yeah.
we started as Christians.
You know?
So at least give them something to build off of, because they don't even have that. So that's why, like you said, that's why they never had it, right? They don't notice. Oh, you know what? We need the Lord.
Christians aren't prepared for the chaos to come.
This proves that we. Yeah, but it gets.
You know?
I'm not talking about
Christians
Christians.
don't
I'm not
believe
talking
in
about
Jacob's
Christians
trouble.
in general, bro. I'm not talking about Christians
You know?
in general. I'm just saying
Yeah,
we had at least when we were younger, we had to go to church. At least that gave us the basis. So when you heard the truth, you knew the truth when you heard it, right? You know what I mean? You got to give you some type of foundation. Well, that's what it starts off, foundation. Most of these things are foundation, because that's where it comes. What do they teach you in church most of the time when you go to Bible school or Bible study, all right? Or you know what I mean? They always teach you the foundational stuff. The Israelites came out of Egypt, right? And that's why most of the time when I see somebody, I start there. Because most people, when you go to church, you've heard the story about the Israelites coming out of Egypt. Okay, well, you heard the story about Israel coming out of Egypt. So, therefore, we're those people. You know what I mean? We're the descendant of those people, right? And that way you kind of try to bring them in full circle, starting with something that they know, right? But sometimes you run into these young kids and you be like, you know about the story about, hey, nah. Okay, well, what about the story about Joseph when he got sold by his brother? Okay, well, what about the story about David? He took the rock, the basics, you know what I mean? Those are things you're supposed to think, nah, I never heard. And that's where they fundamentally failed them all together. They didn't even have the BS church. Like, even though you're not taught the full truth, but you have the fundamental basis so someone can build with you from that perspective. But
they all know one thing, John 3:16. You know
well,
what I mean?
some people,
the ones that have no concept on anything,
they don't even know that.
They know that.
Some people don't even know that. I've seen young kids talk to them. I don't know. Have you ever been? Nah, I don't. We never had to go to church.
Yeah. Oh well.
Because we're part of that young generation.
Level. Yeah.
Which I get it. Because some of my man, we went to church so much. They was like, man, when we grow up, I ain't never going to church. And so they never took their kids to church.
Yeah.
So
now you have the generation after that,
yeah,
who have no concept. And this was
We're,
set up. This was personally done and set up so that now, when this MOTB brings itself into fruition, most are going to have no concept on, hey, this is biblically a condemnation. You know what I mean?
Hey, yo, bro. Hey, how often did your mom take you to church when you were a kid?
My granny took me all the time.
Your granny took you though, but not your mom?
No, my mom used to work. I was only around my granny when my mom worked.
But your grandma took you to church?
Yeah.
So you know about the Israelites then, right? That the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians are Israelites?
Yeah, something like it.
Something like it? You don't think it's important? You don't see what Trump is doing with the troops? You know that's for us?
I didn't even know that.
Phew. Hey, man, that's for us. They coming to get us because they know we the Israelites, man. They coming to get us, man. But the thing is, we have the power. We have the Most High, and it'll behoove you to find the power and pray to Him and ask for understanding, because in this time it's going to be a famine, pestilence. Matter of fact, can you read that? Read this for him. Let me read this for you real quick, because this is what's coming, bro. That's for us mostly. Even the white people are going to get caught up in it too. But the main thing they think is to get at us, bro, because they know who we are. That's why they never let us rise up. That's why when you think about it, we have billionaire basketball player, billionaire, but why ain't they never reach back and put money in the hood? Because they can't. Yeah. The rich, they won't let them do it. If they do, they'll kill them. Like what you think they did to Nipsey? That whole thing was really, he was trying to bring out that stuff with Dr. Sebi that's going to help heal you. He was trying to build up the community to give them jobs and give them hope. They had to get them out there. We need you not to have hope. We don't need you to be healthy, because they were going to bring, because remember, think about it, they had took him out slightly before the CV-19 came out, right? Before they had everybody wearing the, wouldn't that would have helped everybody healthy? You wouldn't even be thinking about, you wouldn't be afraid that you needed to do a thing and you're going to die, because you'd be like, nah, I'm healthy. I've been doing the Dr. Sebi stuff and I'm healthy, so I'm good. They had to get them out there. They had to get them out of here. You had to send them back into the spiritual world. Why? Because you're going to help your people. They can't let you help because they know who we are. Because when we on top, they're on the bottom. Right? Have you ever heard they say the white man's heaven is the black man's hell? So we're in hell because they're in heaven. Yeah. But we're about to, the tables are about to change. We're going to be in heaven, so you know it's going to be their hell. We're going to give them the business, bro. Right? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Don.
What did you want out of her?
No, what you was already reading. He was already on that, was it Jeremiah 6, and you say he was in the NLT?
Right.
Yeah.
It says,
because it's, go back to the one which said the daughter, because that's talking about us. Beautiful woman, we said, because that's talking about Israel. Because the Lord said that we're a comely and beautiful woman. That's talking about us as an entire nation. It's not talking about a woman particular. The Lord is poetic. You know how you said beautiful, but it's not like that. You know how R. Kelly said, you remind me of my Jeep? It's not really talking about a Jeep. He was talking about the woman. Yeah. So that's what the Lord said. You are like a comely and delicate woman. To me, you're beautiful. Like talking about us all of us, the whole nation. So-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. But
This is Jeremiah 6:2, and it reads in the NLT, "O Jerusalem, you are my beautiful and delicate daughter."
Yeah, see, think about it. How high Michael Jordan jumped? High, right? Usain Bolt run the fastest. Who else is doing what we do? Boxing. Who's doing what we do? Then when you go into further than that, look at the creation. The microwave, the refrigerator, the street light, the air conditioner. We created that.
Cotton.
The car. It was two different Jakes, two different so-called black men created the car. One created the car and the other one created the lights and the mirrors for safety. That was us. We did that. Oh, the shoes. You like shoes? Jake likes shoes? I forgot the dude's name, but you can look it up. It's a black dude who created the shoe conveyor that makes the shoes. Right? To make them. He's the one who made the thing so you can make more than one shoe at one time. He made this. Bro.
The first open heart surgery was done. And you know that it's Ben Carson. Is actually that guy's name.
Right.
He was the first one that done it. You know what I mean?
Golf. No, the tee. The one they push the little thing, they push the thing down and put the ball on top of it. The tee itself, black man created that, bro. We create everything that they do, everything they touch. A so-called black woman created the GPS system. A so-called black woman created the GPS system. Also the so-called black woman created the home alarm system. She created the home alarm system, bro. So, bro, we done did it all. Like, bro, that's what they know. You know what I mean? When we rise up and we know who we are, it's over with for this place. And that's ultimately what's happening now. They're falling out of power. Every time one of our people wake up, America goes down and we're coming up. Go ahead, Don.
Again, this is, "O Jerusalem, you are my beautiful and delicate daughter, but I will destroy you."
See, if we don't come back, the Lord said, "Hey, I love you. You beautiful. Y'all beautiful. Look at it, we beautiful people. But nigga, I'll destroy your ass if you don't get right." That's how you know the Lord is a so-called black man. He don't play around, right?
It says, "Enemies will surround you like shepherds camped around the city. Each chooses a place for his troops to devour. They shout, 'Prepare for battle, attack at noon.' No, it's too late. The day is fading and the evening shadows are falling. Well then, let's attack at night and destroy her palaces."
Go ahead.
So the enemy is already in attack mode. You know what I mean? You're seeing these troops coming in. You're seeing all of the things that are being done because the Northern Kingdom, the people that you call Latinos and Native Americans and Venezuelans, they're all our people, man. We're not as alone as we've always been taught we are. We know we're separate from them, but when you watch your Mexicans and when you watch your different Latinos and Puerto Ricans, you can tell by the way they move, you know, they have a certain swagger about them. You know what I mean? They just like us. And the only thing that separates them is the people that conquered us spoke English, the people that conquered them spoke Spanish. That's really the only difference in us. You know, we're the same people. And you're seeing that these people are attacking that part of our kingdom now. They're going after them first.
But then they coming around to
right. You know.
Don't tell me what's going to say. Hey.
Yeah, Elder Malcolm. You know, they get it first. We get it the worst. You know. So once they get them out of the way, that's when they starting to. Did you see what they did in Chicago? To that big apartment complex where they ran in there and they was snatching black folks out, claiming that somebody was in there that they were after. Hey, what did they tell that lady about the babies? Fuck your children. This is that man. This is this man's natural mentality. Nothing has changed with him. He's still the same. You know what I mean? The scriptures, when you read the scriptures doesn't say that your friends, your family, somebody that cares for you brought you over here and put you in bondage, which was what happened to your foreparents. The scripture says your enemies.
Right.
They've never changed from that position. They've just conned you into believing you have some kind of righteous treatment here. That had they not captured you and enslaved your people,
you're just so lucky,
you'd still be in Africa
with
in dirt huts with no clothes. But that's bullshit.
We want to create civilization, books and everything else. We don't want to taught their ass how to wash their body, man. They the ones who was sick with diseases and stuff.
Right,
And we
right.
want to help them. We nurse them to health.
Right.
But then they turned around and killed it, because being who the devil that they are. Because in the Bible it has Jacob and Esau. Esau is Jacob's twin brother, and he's mad because the blessing came to us, and he wanted the blessing, which he had the blessing, but he turned around and sold it back to our father, which is Jacob. But now he's mad that he's not gonna inherit the kingdom of heaven, but we are. So that's his thing, to try to kill us. And hopefully, you know how like a person say, if I can't have it, nobody can. Think about how he's destroying the earth. You ruling the earth, you're in rulership. Do you pollute the air? You pollute the water? This is the stuff you're supposed to rule over. Why would you do that? Why would you make GMO food and pollute your own subjects, your own people? When you take care of them, make sure that they at least somewhat good, somewhat healthy, because they're your slaves. They're gonna keep working. No, he's saying no. We're gonna take you out of the job. We're gonna put the computers in it. We're gonna put the AI and leave you with nothing. You're gonna, what it says, you're gonna have nothing and be happy. Right. I know. We were worried about the brother, right? But yeah. Go ahead.
That's it on that. Go ahead. What do you got?
Oh, but yeah, showing you that the Lord says, can you get that Matthew 10 and 33? There's another one too. So what you call, if you is it Jeremiah, is it 14? 14.
You said Matthew 10 and 43?
33.
33? This is Matthew 10 and verse 33. It says, but...
No, 17.
Huh?
Okay, go ahead.
But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father, which is in heaven.
Ooh. Right. You see that? So this is, okay, you know how they tell you God is all love, this and that, he loves everybody? But the Lord said what, go ahead.
It says, but whosoever shall deny me before men, him I will also deny before my Father which is in heaven.
Right, gun. Yeah, so the Lord said, look, you deny me before men, I'm going to deny you before the Father, my Father, which is in heaven. Now, does that sound like a so-called white man who loves everybody, or a God who loves everybody, or who that sound like to you? Haven't your mama ever told you, or your grandmother say, we brought you in this world, I'll take you out? Ain't that's what he said? Look, read that again. It's what he said, look, I made you, I created you, but if you deny me, I'm going to deny your ass. That don't sound like somebody who love and he only love, but that's how they teach you in Christianity. God is only love. Don't worry about it. You can do whatever you want to, and he'll just forgive you. But that's not how the Lord works. He'll love you as long as you're doing what's right. Right? You got to do what's right, because if you don't do what's right, he will deny you, and then you get put to death, because that's what's going to ultimately happen. All our people that's out there talking about they're going to rob at the store and they're going to do all this other stuff, you're denying the Lord. The Lord said, put not thy hand to sin. Right? Unless you have Satan to
Yeah. Hey, even when you think about it, when your grandmama was struggling, she ain't never tell you, baby, go rob the store, or baby, I'm gonna go rob a store to get something. She made what she had work.
Right.
You ate. You might not have had a whole bunch, but you ate. You know what I mean? And there was times when she wouldn't eat so that you could eat.
Right.
You know, but now our people automatically think
they're entitled.
Right. When the government cuts me off, I'm gonna just go down and I'm gonna rob somebody else and take what they have. You know what I mean? Because it's your fault that the government cut me off. You know? And the government basically, they put these women back in a position where now you have to have a husband or a man in the world. What is all of these women, their favorite thing? I don't need no man. I'm strong, black, and independent. Well, now prove it. If you strong, black, and independent, why do you need to go rob the store because Uncle Sam cut your independent ass off? It don't make no sense. You know what I mean? And this is the mindset of our people. You know, and I'm a grab.
When you talking about? Well, the Lord says, "You will not listen to me. I will cut off your children too. If you will not hearken unto me, I will
Just keep talking.
destroy your
find it.
children too. Yeah, I'm trying to think of where it's at. But yeah, so basically that's where we're at right now, because the Lord, you got to do good to get good, right? They tell you opposite. You can just do whatever you want. Just make sure you come back and pay some tithes, right? Not to saying paying tithes is bad, but that's not what everything's hung up on. It's you just being able to just come back. As long as you come back, come as you are. No, you have to come change. Your mind has to be changed. Your thought process has to be changed, because in this society, it's always about give me, give me, give me, give me. But the Lord ain't about that. As the Lord said exactly, he said, exalt your brother higher than yourself. You're supposed to actually lift up the next person higher than yourself. Well, how do they treat the next person in this society, though?
Not like that.
Right. That's opposite. But they'll tell you they believe in God, right? Oh, I believe in God. But then they be, oh, you heard sis and so. You heard over, you know what they doing? That ain't how the Lord said. The Lord said, exalt your brother higher than you would do yourself. That's the spirit of the Lord, man. That's not how it's supposed to be done, bro. You got it? You know what I mean?
Hey, I appreciate y'all though. I'm about to head to work.
Hold on, you got that?
Yes,
Hold
sir,
on.
brother.
Hold on, he got one more, yeah. I think he got it right here.
Good to speak with you, brother. Good to speak with
Here
you.
it come.
It says, this is not speaking, but it says, if you will, this is Leviticus 26, beginning at 14, and it reads, but if you will not hearken unto me, I will not do all these commandments, and will not do all these commandments. And if ye shall despise my statutes, or if your souls abhor my judgments, so that ye will not do all my commandments, but that ye break my covenant, I will also do this unto you. I will even appoint over you terror, consumption, and the burning urge that shall consume the eyes, and cause sorrow of heart. And ye shall sow your seed in vain, for your enemies shall eat it, and I will set my face against you, and ye shall be slain before your enemies.
That's what the Lord we're going to do with Trump. He's going to allow them to get killed. Even though he said, you're beautiful, you're my people, you're beautiful, but you keep sinning, I'm going to send your enemy against you, and I'm going to allow you to die. Because the Lord is the one who chooses who win a war, right? He's the one who chooses victory. It tells you that the Lord is a man of war, right? I am the Lord, I am a man of war. Right? The Lord is a man of war. He likes war. But he decides who wins the war too. But if we're doing righteous, we're going to win the war. But if we do wrong, that's all right. That's what he's saying. He promised that we're going to lose.
Hey, and this part you should be able to relate to right now. This has already happened, and it's right now. It says, they that hate you shall reign over you, and ye shall flee when none pursueth you. So right now, hey, who's ruling over us? Who are we subjects to?
And
you know what I mean? The very ones that hate us.
And you shall flee when no one pursue you. So when the police run up, don't niggas just take off running? You will flee. Wait, read that again. You will flee when no one's pursuing you.
Yeah.
That's how afraid you are. It says your enemy will rule over you, and when your enemy roll up, you're gonna flee. And ain't nobody even chasing you.
Not even that, but you might not do nothing in life as far as being a criminal. But when you see the police, what's your first thought? Am I going to live today? Am I going to live through this encounter?
You driving, you be like, oh,
yeah.
shoot, I hope you don't.
Oh, yeah.
You get scared.
Shit. What's happening?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the
that's
case
part,
that
that's
we're
what
in.
the Lord, yeah, that's what the Lord said He's gonna put us in, because we're not obeying. Even like that right there, that Buddha, that's an idol, bro. That's opposite of the Lord.
I just like it for the color. That's all.
I know, but it don't matter. It's an idol. The Lord, that right there is opposite. That's like worshiping another god, bro. That the Lord will get angry about that.
And you got to understand
right?
too, the cross that people wear, it's the
still the same thing. It's an idol.
You know
don't wear
it's
the
an
cross
idol.
either.
You know what I mean?
It's an idol.
That
makes the Lord
Jesus
angry,
peace
bro.
that
That's
they
what
call
I'm
it. That's another one. Because our Lord was not first of all, his name wasn't Jesus, and he wasn't a so-called white man. The scriptures is clear on what it depicts him as being. But brother, we know you got to get to work, and we ain't gonna hold you. You got one more.
I got one more quick. It says Jeremiah chapter 17 verse 4. It says, "Thou even thyself shall discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee." Right. So we're the Israelites. The Lord said that He was going to send us this place, America, and then we were going to discontinue from our heritage. We were going to even know that we're going to know that we're Israelites. But at the end time, we're going to remember that we're the Israelites, and this is the time we're living in, the time before the second coming of the Lord, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. His real name is Yahweh Shai.
Hey, that's why
Right?
they call us blacks, Negroes, Afro-American, African-American,
Right. And
colored.
Yep.
You know,
and-
they call us
mine, mine,
everything but what we are.
Ooh, oh,
You
mine.
know, we've been known, in my lifetime, I've been known by 5 different names. From Negro to nigger, to color, to black,
Right.
African American, to
Right.
the hair texture American. You
Right.
know what I mean? But we are
Which will
the
tell you that in
sons
Deuteronomy.
of Jacob.
It said that we should be bywords and proverbs and proverbs, right? Which that's like saying the N word or this, saying that we'll be known by these things, lazy, right? That's bywords and proverbs. Yeah? It says, the heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemy in a land which thus knowest not. Are we not in a land that we didn't know about before we came from Africa to here? Now we're serving them. Serving means slavery. So the Lord said we're going to go into slavery. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger and shall burn forever. So the Lord said he's mad until we get right. It's going to burn forever. So isn't that different what they told you from the church? Hey, God, he just loved. The Lord said, no, he's pissed off. Until you get yourself right, he's going to be mad at you. That right there on your thing, he's going to be pissed off with you. So if I was you, I'd take that off, bro.
As
Right?
you learn, you'll understand
You'll
the
learn,
importance.
man.
But
Yeah.
you know, hey,
Yeah, because that
time
right
to
there to
get
get
back
you
into
killed.
into your Bible, man. You know what I mean? You know, get back into it, get some
Yeah,
understanding.
because that right there to get you killed. That's something simple.
Definitely good
Right?
to meet you, though, brother.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Appreciate
good to
you,
meet
man.
you. Yeah,
Appreciate
I'm
you
glad you
stopping in
stepped
here,
up.
man.
Yeah, that way
Most
you.
definitely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Thank y'all. Y'all have a
Lord,
good one.
You have-
Lord willing,
you have a
get-
good
get,
day at
'cause
work, brother.
Hey, the whole thing is the Lord said, warn my people for him.
Yeah.
He said, warn them for me. So people always say, like, God needs to come off and he need to tell me himself. Well, if he came down here himself, wouldn't you be in sin?
He just
The Lord would
smite
just
you.
he would have just killed you.
Yeah.
Oh, you got the thing, you got this. Oh, yep, killed you. But he said for us to tell you that way you don't get killed. Now you got time to
Repent.
repent and better yourself. Now as time go, now you can go, okay, brothers told me this, you know what, this is bullshit anyway, you know what I mean? Okay, I see what they saying, and then as you grow, you'll feel it, you know what I mean? You'll know, you know what I mean? Because the Lord will just start dealing with you, bro. All right, bro.
But
Have a
make
good one.
haste, though, because we are in the times when, you know what I mean, you're not going to have a lot of time to get it done, what's necessary. So, you know, consider what you've heard and just, you know, if the Lord is moving you, man, you know, don't waste time. You know what I mean? And be safe at work today, and, you know,
Thank y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all have a good one.
you do as well, brother.
But you go back to the
It says, continuing on in Jeremiah 6 and 6, and it says, this is what Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai of heaven's armies says. Cut down the trees for battering rams, build siege ramps against the walls of Jerusalem.
right. What was that again?
Build siege ramps against the walls of Jerusalem.
Yeah,
You know?
siege ramps, yeah. And that's ultimately what's happening right now.
Actually, it's been done already. You know,
Yeah, it's
a lot
been
of
done
folks
already, but
don't
that's-
understand. These highways that compass all of these cities are siege ramps. This is how they're going to use to lock your asses in, you know what I mean, to where you're at. And control your movement when the time comes, you know? These are the things going to be used. Those are the palisades, so to speak, the spikes used to keep you from getting out. And they're going to lock these
There it
cities
is.
down.
That's it. That's why. Let me get this real quick. That's why I was trying to find it. But that's why I wanted to read the brother, but I found it. It says Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22 says, for my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are Shadish children, right? See, I wish I could have got that for the brother. Shadish children. They have no understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge.
Yeah.
Right?
You know, and that's our people, man. Our people, you know, they what we were saying earlier, you know, they're wise to do all, you know, how to cook crack, how to, you know what I mean, go and rob and steal, you know, how to commit, you know, all, adultery, you know, how to commit idolatry. They're wise to do all of these things, you know, first-hand knowledge, so to speak. But, you know, hey, to repent, to ask the Most High to bring them through, to feed them, ask the Most High to guide and protect them, they have no knowledge. You know what I mean? They swear to God they believe in the cheesiest, but they really don't. You know, that faith that they claim
they
to
do
have.
because he allows them to do whatever.
Well, yeah. He is the, you know, come as you are and stay as you are. You know?
Right, come. Right. Oh, that's all I want to do. Just lock in. Jeremiah 6. Oh, yeah, 6 and 6.
Yeah, and it's continuing. It says, "This is the city to be punished."
Where you at?
In Jeremiah 6 and 6 in the NLT.
Yeah.
It says, "Build siege ramps against the walls of Jerusalem. This is the city to be punished, for she is wicked through and through." And that goes hand in hand. They're wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no understanding. And that's the nature of our people. They have wholly committed to the ways of Esau, Edom. You know what I mean? They have fully assimilated into the ways of this world, even to the point where they begin to teach the wicked how to be even better at being wicked. You know, this is the nature of our people. You know, and they don't want to change. They don't want to hear anything you have to say. They don't want to return to their heritage, because to be an Israelite means that there's rules, there's responsibilities, there's actions that you must take, there's things that you can't do anymore. You know? Now you're faced with no. You know, in Christianity, you're not faced with the word no. You know, can I commit adultery? Yes. Just ask for, you know, and the thing with Christianity, what do they tell you? The laws are done away with. So there's no such thing as adultery. There's no such thing as killing, you know, murder. There's no such thing as stealing, you know? So, you know, they had that white supremacist preacher just not too long ago said they need to bring back stoning for young black men, you know, and it was ironic that he didn't add in the rest of the nations that do the same thing, because you motherfuckers was never included in anything. You know what I mean? This law, this government was never yours, and you were never a part of it, and you was never meant to be a part of it. So you right in the manner of speaking, because the laws of the Most High was meant for Jake, for the children of Israel.
Right.
You know, not for you. So yeah, right. you had a point when you said bring it back for the black man only. You know, not the rest of you nations that commit the same wicked atrocities just for the so-called black man. Huh. You know, damn right. Devils, man.
Yeah, I got the one right quick. It says Luke chapter 21, verse 20. No, I'll go 19. Luke 21 and 19. In your patience possess ye your souls, and when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, right? Then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. Right? So that's the time that you're coming in, man. Right? It was then, right, dealing with the 70 AD. But it's also going to be, hey, the Lord says there's no new thing under the sun. So this is going to be now, right? And it's going to be in height. The thing about this is going to be in heightened because of the technology. So it's going to be further destruction, man.
Drones,
right?
You know, yeah, the robots, you know, all kind of. And what are we seeing? We're seeing these armies entering into the cities now. You know what I mean? And they're staging them. Basically, Esau is smooth the way he does shit. He brings it in, because I remember maybe last year or year before when we were seeing all of the trains with the heavy army military equipment. Yeah. You know what I mean? They bring it in and they stage it where you don't know it's there.
Right.
You know what I mean? So then when you done, decide, oh yeah, now I'm gonna go take what, okay. You're gonna find yourself looking down the barrel of a tank, motherfucking gun. Thinking this is, I dare you to do any, boom. Now you just dust and smell of smoke.
It was what they got on them things, the M50
Right.
with the motherfucking
yeah.
bullets is this motherfucking big, man.
Yeah, they don't just open you up, they rip you apart, man. Shred your ass, and they spit. Them things when they hit the trigger on that damn machine gun, it spits. It don't just, you know what I mean? When you hear that thing, when you hear that gun, that was like 500 rounds just penetrated you and everything around you.
Yeah, in a minute flat, 500 rounds in a minute.
The Most High plans on teaching you special niggas a special man. You're gonna get a special education. Because you're wicked, man. You hard-headed, you stubborn, you rebellious. Hey, the scripture says, hey, he was set up even for your good. You know what I mean? But if you do wrong,
Yeah,
it says the powers.
It's not against them to do
To
good.
do good, right, right. When
Them
you're doing what you're supposed to do. But when you decide, you are, who was that? I'm above the law. The Most High gonna show you, you not above the law. You well beneath it.
Right.
And that's what our people, man. Our people are in a state of pure ignorance and stupidity, thinking that they can do whatever they want and there's no repercussions or ramifications. Well, those are coming back. For the longest time. Right. For the longest time, repercussions and ramifications have been buried. But hey, it's a resurrection happened. You know what I mean? And they're coming back with a vengeance. And you people are going to do something and immediately get recompense for your actions, man. It's not going to be a hesitation thing. You're going to take your man and run down to the grocery store. As soon as you try to walk out of there, they're going to be waiting on you. And they're not going to question you. Hey, if they question you, it's going to be with the butt of a gun, and then your man is going to find himself in zip ties, not even handcuffs. Want a humiliation? Get hemmed up with his zip ties. You can't get out of zip ties. You standing there, when you finally wake up, you're going to be in the back of something with zip ties on. And that look on your face. Like, what just went? You followed your woman. Yeah, you both are, she's in another truck going in another direction, and you in this one going in that direction. You know what I mean? The Most High is not going to be playing with you, Jakes, man.
Yeah, I got it for you. There's Romans chapter 13, verse 3. For the rulers are not a terror to do good works.
Right. If you're doing what you're supposed to do. And that's the thing. If you're following the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability, hey, this devil is not a terror to you. Because you're not out there committing all kind of wicked atrocities. You're not out there doing the things that get you caught up in this shit that's going on. Hey, but when you're out here committing thieving, stealing, doing all the wickedness that the scriptures tells you not to do, you know what I mean? Walking around in an abominable state, then hey, judgment is coming. Hey, when society breaks down, you loose women, you low morals, you low IQ people, hey, judgment is gonna hit you like a stone.
Freight train.
You know what I mean?
Man.
Yeah.
A runaway train.
A runaway train. You're gonna look for clothes to put on in that day.
Yeah, no way
you know
to
what I mean? You're gonna look for something, that brings about a righteous way, and you're not gonna find it because once these things begin, you people are gonna be stuck in the ways that you're stuck in. You're not gonna be able. There's gonna be no change for you, man. You've committed yourself to being wholly wicked, and the judgments of the one whom the Most High appointed over you are going to reign over you. You know what I mean? He is the left hand, the whipping stick of the Most High, man. And he loves his job.
Yeah.
Esau Edom loves his job. He looks forward every morning, what did it say? Every night.
Hey.
You know what I mean? He can't sleep until he's thought of something to do to you.
What did Trump say? He said he loved the smell of deportation in the
Deportations in the morning. Hey, and they're deporting American citizens too, you know, to places unknown.
But there's another way to deport you too. Hey, you go into the spiritual world.
Yeah.
That's a good way to deport you.
Come on.
Yeah.
Was there more on that?
Yeah.
Just the latter part where it says, you know, but if you don't do good,
well, it says, for the ruler is not a terror to good works, but to the evil wilt thou then thou not be afraid of the power, right? The power that the Lord gave him, right?
Because that power is coming from on high, the left-hand side of the Most High. So will you not be afraid? You know what I mean?
Right.
What does it say? Shall the Most High, it shall not be utterly beaten into powder? You know, hey, this devil is here to do that work. And he gonna put in that work, man, and he gonna
do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same.
Yeah, gone. You know, do that which is good. Go ahead.
Right.
I want to get that real quick since I said it. This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 11, and it reads, Yahweh shall threaten. You know what I mean? And what's he going to do to use to threaten? He's going to use Esau Edom. You know what I mean? Hey, get right or get dead. You know what I mean? Hey, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? You know? Hey, and the Most High, hey, like he said, you know, the ruler is not a terror to good works. You know? But to those who think that they can just do what they want to do and there's no repercussions and ramifications.
You better turn on my EPT card.
Right.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? What somebody better do. You know? Some of you are generationally, you know, you've been on the same EBT card since your great grandma. And your grandmama was using that card. And your mama used that card, and now you use that card.
Inherited, you know?
Right, you inherited the EBD card, the same goddamn card. You know what I mean? In the same Section 8 with the same, you know what I mean?
That's why they keep getting the same men, but then men ain't shit.
Right.
The same men, recycle niggas.
You know what I mean? And why can you do that? Because you haven't had to depend on one particular one. You don't have to consider, you know what I mean? If I let this man go, I'm not going to have anybody to watch over or guard or take care of me. See, right now you're still in that 911.
That's a good man. They don't want to know. They don't want the. They want.
No, they don't. Right.
Yeah. But that's why I said they get the same recycled niggas.
Yeah.
Right. Not realizing there's a thing called reincarnation.
You know.
So you are your grandmother that from way back who got the same type of nigga who got reincarnated back to be with you again, and now he same old thing. You know what I mean?
Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed in generations.
Right.
You know, and you don't want it to change.
No, they don't want it to
You know,
change.
because you're content in your misery. You don't even know you're miserable. You know what I mean? This place is misery, and you happy here. You know, hey, what is it? You know, 3 hots in a cot, like a dude in prison. You know what I mean? He's good. He gets fed 3 times. You know what I mean? He can look down on other bad guys. You know, I was watching a thing earlier. You know what I mean? Where they take them. They take a bad kid into a prison to have bad men rehabilitating.
Right.
Only Esau can come up with something like that. You know what I mean? Hey, the scriptures tells you to do what? If you got a son that won't do what he's supposed to do, you know what I mean?
Well, that's what dude said.
You know?
The Edomite said stone him too.
Yeah, take him out to the city after you You know,
Well, what-
taking him to the
What about,
elders.
what about
you know?
Esau?
Hey,
We're not supposed to stone Esau?
nah, he's supposed to
Yeah.
just put you to death. You
We're
know?
not supposed to stone. Well,
You
that's
was-
what the
yeah.
Lord's about to. Technically,
King
that's
David.
technically, that's what the Lord's going to do. He's going to stone you.
Yeah.
And with ICBM missiles, man.
Hey, what
That's
was-
what it is, man.
What was the one
ICBM
that used
missiles
to
going
run
to
him
stone
off
this
the
place,
cliff?
man.
What was the king? Was that King David used to run him off the
Yeah.
cliff?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey, you know, you didn't have no. Hey, there's no chastisement for you. You know, because
Well, that
even
is the
before our
chastisement.
people would get stoned, they'd get that chastisement.
Well, that's
you
what
go
it is.
before your parents. Your parents contend with you,
Well,
and then they take you to the elders, and the elders contend with you. Then after that,
Well, that's why they're going to
You
get
know?
stoned because,
Right.
well, it's going to be stones. The missiles are stones,
Oh,
but
without a
it's
doubt.
also fire because when you look at what Esau's done, it says that the daughter of a priest shall be, if she's a harlot, she's to be put on fire. Well, Esau is a priest on the left-hand side, so you as a daughter have to get burned because you're a daughter of a priest and you've been committing all sorts of fornication with all the nations, man. Right? It tells you that in Revelations 18. Right? Well, in 17, tells you that the Babylon, the mystery Babylon, the mother of harlots. But also in 18, it tells you how you have committed fornication with all the nations, man. So this place, being you're a daughter of a priest, right? Even though the priest is on the left hand side, right? Your AI is a priest and a prophet. You got to get stoned. Lady Liberty got to get them ICBM missiles to this place, man. Right? She got to get her skirt pulled up, and her thighs shown, and her head uncovered, right? Because to see all the dirty deeds that's over here, the things that you deserve to be punished for, man. Right? So hey, you're not gonna escape that either. But yeah, but right now we looking at what Jake is. Hey, the Lord is going to get you, Jakes, man. Right? I got this real quick. This is the blue letter in Jeremiah 6. Matter of fact, let me do the.
I'm already holding it.
I know.
I'm holding the blue letter. That's what I've been reading from 3:1.
Yeah, but I got the Oh, you can get the
Yeah.
what you call them? Okay, yeah. Can you get the thing when it talks about 6 in part 6 when it talks about the tree, hewing down the trees? Yeah, right there. Go to the thing. I'm gonna read this real quick. This is Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 6. I'm do the Amplified version. For Yahweh of hosts have said, cut down trees for her and build a siege moat. Right? That's for a moat. Is for war. Right? Surround some place so they can't get out. Right? There's no way to come in and no way to come out. And that's ultimately what they're gonna do. They're gonna cut off flights. They're gonna cut off the borders. So there's no way for you to leave America, and there's no way for someone to come in. They're gonna put a moat around it. That's why I said a mount. Yeah, a mount around it so no one can come in and come out. Right? And it says against Jerusalem, this is the city which, right, where people before placed. So wherever you at is basically Jerusalem. You so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, you're Jerusalem. Right? This is the city which must be punished, or there is nothing but oppression inside her walls, right? So in this place where we're at, there's nothing but oppression, but like the brother was saying, you find some way to make it like what do they call it? Ghetto fabulous.
Right,
Somehow you make
right.
it
Ghetto paradise.
Ghetto you flip it. You know it's shit. To be in a ghetto, it's the shit. It's bullshit. It's the crumb. It's the nothing. You turn in what it says that the Lord said that I should give you dung holes or shit. You know, hey, Trump was right about shithole places because the Lord said I would give you dung. I'll give you dung hole places. The Lord said He would give us dung hole places, but Jake turned the dung hole places to like make it seem like it's this great shit. You know what I mean? And that's probably part of what the pride of the cities. they'll have that pride. Oh, I'm from this place. I'm from this. You ain't tough like us. That's pretty much what they were saying.
Yeah, Jake fight for something that don't even belong
We different
to him.
over here in Chicago.
Your mama paying rent on a house that, you know what I mean,
Mine.
she don't own. But, you know, you repping and claiming a block that you don't own. You know? That's Jake. That's Jake's mentality. Jake's mentality is sottish.
Right,
You know,
right.
don't
To
even
say the
have to
least.
consider a different word. Jake's whole mentality is sottish. You know? His ignorance has no limiter. No, that's you. That's all you.
No, I'm talking about you.
No, hey,
Hey, look, look.
you good. No.
Look.
I'll avert. They are averted.
No, go ahead.
You go ahead.
Go
What do
ahead.
you
Go ahead.
want?
The
The trees?
Yeah, the trees. Yeah.
It's not really giving anything besides
I'll go to the next
just
one.
trees.
I'll go to the.
But we
the
know
rampart.
that, you know,
Go to the other one.
what other one?
Go back. Did you hit the thing?
Yeah,
The
that's it right
No,
there.
this one. Because that helps you.
Oh, sure what?
So you can see the thing right here.
Here
Hew
you
him down.
go.
Hew him down. There you go. Oh shit. Go back.
Stop touching But essentially, what we know is that those trees, when you cast about a mount and hewing down trees, what do you make those? You turn those into those stakes, which is back to that palisade. You know what I mean? That rampart, that thing that you can't get if you try to, you know, when they siege Jerusalem, you know, they cut the trees, built the moat around it, and then you cut the tree until it's a spike at the tip. So if somebody tries to jump over it or, you know, crash into it, they're gonna run into that spike and impale themselves, you know. So hey, and that's what they that's what's going to be going on. You know, these you know, these cities are going to be surrounded. These highways are already built in order to collapse and close off the city, you know, and bombard it from the outer limits. This is Hew Ye Down,
Yeah, there's
Strong's H 3772.
Strong's H 3772. Karath.
Karath. And it defines, it says to cut off, cut down, cut off a body part, cut out, eliminate, kill, cut a covenant, to cut off a body part. So let's see, to be cut off, Hifal, to cut off, destroy, to cut down, destroy, to take away, to permit, to perish, cut off.
Right,
I
yeah.
called that earlier. She went down that way. When you was like, no, we're talking to the brother right now. Yeah, right.
I never stopped.
Come on. All right,
Stop it. Focus, brother.
What?
I already did. That came out. What are you doing?
Okay, go ahead. Keep going. But that's basically what's happening, though, as far as what Trump is doing with the military, right? And now they're gonna, because something's more ahead. You know what I mean? You got the 3-Eye Atlas, right? That's been shown, right?
I think they trying to claim that to be a comment right now.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. But
They're back to pushing
see
that. Yeah.
But you can see his chariots when they show you the video, when they show you the pictures.
So
Okay.
continuing on in Jeremiah 6:6 in the NLT, this is what Yahweh of Heaven's army says: cut down the trees for battering rams.
Right. See, and that's what that is. Yep.
Build siege ramps against the walls of Jerusalem.
Right, and that's what they're gonna have. They're gonna close you all in, and hey, what is it called? OK Corral. Remember they did that. That was you know, circle you in and box you in,
Yeah.
right?
Says this is the city to be punished,
Mm-hmm.
for she is wicked
Mhm.
through and through.
Right.
You know what I mean? Nothing else. Hey, what's that? That goes back to that scripture we usually always get too. Why should you be punished any more? You will only revolt more and more. The whole head is sick. You know? Everything about Jake, you know what I mean, outside of this truth is sick. You know? Even when they claim to be good, there's an inherent wickedness because your goodness still goes against what Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai declares you should be doing. You know, everything, you know, your goodness is, well, I'm still committing adultery,
Well, the Lord
but,
said,
you know what I mean, or I'm still, you know, doing this, or I'm still doing that,
right?
you know, it's just, you know.
But
Yeah.
the Lord said that. He said that your goodness is like the clouds.
Right.
They come in and then it dissipates, it fades away.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You know, also, hey, what's that? Hey, we're all as filthy rags. You know what I
Right,
mean?
well, yeah, your righteousness,
So,
but
your
yeah.
righteousness. So
But then these guys
that's
don't even
just
have that.
Right, you're not even trying to be
Yeah,
righteous.
yeah.
So how much worse, you know? Verse
Yeah.
7, it says, she spouts evil like a fountain.
Right?
Her streets echo with the sounds of violence and destruction.
Right, you from this hood, I'm from this block, I'm from this hood, nothing but blocks, nothing but evil, nothing but violence from no matter what hood you from. You from the down south, you from the Midwest.
The dirty South.
You from the dirty, yeah, you from the dirty
Right, the
South.
dirty South.
Right.
You know?
You from the Midwest, right? You from the East Coast.
Only
You from
only
the
a
West
nigga,
Coast?
man. Only
Yeah,
a
yeah,
nigga. 'Cause
evil.
The
Hey,
South
matter
is
of fact,
beautiful,
let me get
man.
this real quick.
With the trees and the blossom, the cherry blossoms and
Right.
the peaches. Only a nigga can
even
be
back
like,
when they used to have good
right,
Southern
right.
hospitality.
Southern hospitality. You know what I mean?
You
Soul-
felt it when back in the day when
Yeah.
you go visit down there.
Yeah.
You can almost feel it. How you doing? It just felt nice. It felt different.
Soul food comes out of the
The
South.
South, yeah.
You know what I mean? But now it's the
It
dirty
used to feel-
South.
Yeah, it used to feel different when
Only
you
Jake.
you go
Yeah.
back and visit your grandmother's
know?
people back in the South.
Tell you
man,
which
feel
part of
different.
white part of the town to
Got to
stay
go
out
out
of.
of,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Because this devil has always been. And that's where you can tell where Jake has learned to be like the devil they've been around, man. Being around this so-called white man has been a plague on Jake, man. And
Right.
now Jake is basically imitates everything he learned from Esau Edom. And then Esau Edom can turn around and go, look at the blacks. They're look at what they do. But all of this shit they learned from the damn wicked himself. You know what I mean? Jake learned to be wicked from you damn devils. Because
Right.
that's all you pushed on Jake. Since the time you enslaved Jake, captured him, brought him over here, you've taught him nothing but wickedness and evilness. You put the bottle to Jake's lips. So you could then turn around and say, look at him, Lord. You know, this is your son, but we still his children, and you still ain't. You know,
Right.
no matter what you do, you still ain't the Most High's children. You he who has been set aside.
Right.
You know, Jacob have I loved, and Esau have I hated. You know, I put Jacob and I put by Esau.
Right.
You know what I mean? You've been put by. No matter what you do, that ain't gonna change.
That ain't gonna change, but ain't gonna change you Jakes from getting your.
Oh no, you're gonna get your
due.
recompense.
You get you're gonna get your recompense, right? This is Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 5. Thus saith Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, power, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Kakadash, in evil and only evil.
Evil. Hey, that's the brother from North. Evils and only evils.
Yeah, evils and only evils,
Mm.
behold, is come.
Bad times, hard
Right.
times,
Hard
evil
times is come.
times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's come, right?
You know?
So now you're at the time that where you're gonna get your judgment, man,
Man.
on a heavy scale.
Yes, sir.
It says, an end is come, the end is come, it is watched, it watcheth for thee.
Man.
Behold, it is come.
You know, whether so you don't have to watch for the evil times, but they're watching for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So-
It said it watches for you. You know what I mean? Hey, evil times is clocking you, Jake, and
Right.
you don't even know it. The ops is on your ass, and you have no idea. You know what I
Matter
mean?
of fact, let me go up to 2 real quick. It says Ezekiel chapter 7 verse 2. Also, thus son of man, thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Kakadash unto the land of Israel, right? That's all 12 tribes, which is Jerusalem. Your people before a place.
Come.
It says, and the end is come upon the 4 corners of the land. So there ain't nowhere you can go.
Man.
Nowhere for you to go.
Hey.
All 4 corners of this land, and Trump got it on lock and ready to punish you.
Yeah.
Right? We can skip back down. It says the morning is come. Back to 7. It says Ezekiel 7 and 7. The morning is come unto thee, O thou that dwelleth in the land. The time is come. The day of trouble is near.
Yeah. Hey.
Ooh.
And we're
Jacob's trouble.
we're at that point, man.
Yeah,
you
you're
know,
in the
it
time of
has
Jacob's
begun.
trouble.
Yeah, because it's already begun. You know, and like the brother was going over all of the incidences of. You would say how many women you say they found dead in the lake or something? 20.
There's 30 something.
30 something.
But that
You know
one
what I mean?
article said it was the 6th body within 2 weeks.
Right.
And the biome in
Yeah.
Texas.
How many Jakes have been lynched in the last, say, 3 or 4 months?
Right.
You
So it's
know
already
what I mean?
begun.
It has begun. You know?
Hey, get that. The judgment shall start at my house.
Yeah.
All right, good. Because that's
Yeah.
where we're at, Jay.
You know?
That's where we're at, and that's what we're doing. That's what we're warning you about, man.
Hey, you don't think that's judgment that this devil has cut off your food supply?
That's
He's
judgment.
brought you to a famine, man-made famine. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
but none of you are wise enough to say, "Damn,
Right.
I think we
I
definitely need the Lord." Yeah.
Right.
What would you say? Why is it do evil?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's it. My people are shot as children. Wise to do evil. That's some stupid shit to say. Matter of fact, like you said, that shot is stupid. You just incriminated your damn self.
Right.
Yeah, I'm going down there and my man gonna come and he gonna knock y'all.
Right.
Are you threatening somebody with what is it? Ain't that what's that called?
All kind of things.
Assault and battery, right?
Yeah.
Is that assault and battery or
Salt
some
and battery.
some shit? Yeah, man.
Man.
Bodily harm, injury.
Right. You bringing a whole lot of dumbass energy to your video. You know what I mean? And the thing is, Jake too stupid to even know. Like, after all of the rappers that we've seen get jammed up over what? Social media. You gonna get on social media and declare this is what you gonna do.
Yeah, because
You know what I mean?
Who was it, Project Pat? When he went to prison, they used his lyrics, which is supposed to be entertainment. That's supposed to be his job. You're supposed to take my lyrics, and I'm supposed to make money off the lyrics. No matter what I'm saying, whether I do it or not, this is my job. You can't take those words and then place them in court, because those should be admissible, because that's my job to make money. It's entertainment. But under Esau, he took what your words, what you said, which it's saying something. That they can use that as what? As premeditation, right? You pretty much said some shit before you did some shit. Now, is this not him? Does this not fit his character? Right? Because don't they got a thing called character witness? Right?
Yeah.
And if you're rapping on a rap song, or even you making a goddamn dumbass TikTok video, that's part of your character witness. That's you saying that shit.
Dummy.
Stupid. Right?
You know, sottish ass individual. Says this is 1 Peter 4 and 17, and it reads, "For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. And if it begin at us, what shall be the end of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High?" Man.
And it begin. Ooh, say that one more
Man.
time.
Man.
Ooh.
Hey. 1 Peter 4 and 17.
That's supposed to hurt your feelings, bro.
Hey.
Those that do not obey the laws of the Most. Ooh.
Hey, and all of y'all have taught yourselves that the laws of the Most High are done away with. You know what I mean? That the commandments of the Most High don't exist anymore.
And they're grievous.
Yeah. So
We can't do that.
Right.
We can't do that. That's too grievous.
That's too grievous. Right.
That's too much. We can't
So
do
you
all that.
literally set yourself in a slippery place. Well, you've been put in a slippery place by the Most High. And it says, for the time is come, the judgment must begin at the house of the Most High.
Woo. Let me continue with this one. This is Ezekiel 7:7. The morning is come unto thee, O thou that dwelleth in the land. The time is come, the day of trouble is near, and not the sounding again of the mountain. Ooh, yeah, the government ain't on your side. Your rulership ain't in play.
Yeah, the
You're
government
at the bottom
shut
now,
down.
Judge. You're at the bottom, right? It says, now I will shortly pour out my fury upon thee and establish my anger upon thee. I will judge thee according to thy ways, not his ways, your ways. You just said
According to the
brother just
bullshit
said.
you on.
Yeah, because the brother said that you just said that it's not that you don't believe in the Most High. What did it say? What
It says, for the time is come, the judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. And if it first begin at us, what shall be the end of them that obey not
you say you
the
one
gospel?
Who obey, you're the one who obey not the gospel.
Right.
So it says,
Because
according
you
to
removed the gospel. You removed the laws of the Most High.
Yeah,
you said they don't exist anymore.
Right.
All you need is the cheesiest of the rice. And
Right,
now
yeah.
you golden.
It says, and I will judge thee according to thy ways. I will recompense thee for all thy abominations.
Right. And what, outside of the law. You know what I mean? So, hey, like I don't like saying like I said, but hey, the law can't save you, but breaking the law will damn sure condemn you. You know what I mean? Intentionally and willfully going against the laws of the Most High will condemn you. You know? So, and you people have placed yourself on the outside of His grace. You know? You thinking that you know, He did away with it. You know? Number one, how idiotic are you? If Yahweh Shai says He and the Father are one,
well, He just said,
why would He come and change everything that His Father set in place?
Not to mention, He said that not one jot or one tittle shall
correct.
no wise pass from the law.
Correct.
Till all be fulfilled. Right? Till heaven and earth is passed away. Right?
Exactly.
And until there what? There's a new heaven and a new earth. And obviously you're not in the new heaven or the new earth.
That hasn't happened yet. You know what I mean? The laws aren't in your inward part. Like, how would He do away with something that so He gave us the law in the beginning, and then in this middle period, you're allowed to just do whatever you want, and then in the end, He's going to put the laws back in you, in your inward parts, in your mind. He's going to lock them in and lock you into perfection. What kind of sense does it make that now during this grace period, He would remove the laws, so now you can just live willy-nilly, and then, no.
Hey, you're in the new covenant,
Right, you in the new, right. You know, you can still die. You don't know any of the laws. You know what I mean? at least why you might be able to recite them, but you don't know the spirit of them. You know, you can't grasp the concept of them. You know, you might be able to tell somebody, "Thou shalt not steal." Why you steal?
Does thou steal it?
Do it right.
Well, yeah, you
right.
You teach a man not to steal, but do thou steal it? You teach a man not to commit adultery, but do thou commit adultery? Right? Whether if it's fornication of the flesh or of physical or of the law.
Right.
Do you do it? Most likely you are. Well, they call on Most High Christ and bless and stuff in some cases.
Are you that whited sepulcher? You know?
Right.
Outwardly, oh man, that's a righteous dude, but inwardly, what? You're full of dead man's bones.
See if we can get that. Yeah, because now I'm going to get into that. The chariots, right? Because you can see where the three-eye Atlas, and look, it looks like there's chariots falling behind it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It says,
yeah.
Comet, Three-Eye Atlas, spurious. And we remember what Elder Apostle Gabar, you know, I remember when he brought that word out, spurious. You know what I mean? What what that actually entails, you know? Reports claim that an alien spaceship might have entered our solar system.
See,
you know, but
now they're not calling it
right,
that.
right. But
Now
who's
they
being
know.
spurious though? That report or the prior reports? You know,
Right.
they don't.
yeah.
You know, hey, they don't want to admit what's coming. But there's a reason
Zechariah
why.
5. Get Zechariah 5 so we can
Come,
go to the
come.
chariots a little bit. Since that's big news too, right now.
Yeah. So this is Zechariah 5:1.
Yeah.
And it reads, Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll.
A flying roll. Hey, and that's what they say. They're saying flying things. Because wasn't that the first one? They call what was it? A Muamua?
More, right.
That was like a flying roll.
And it was huge.
And it was huge, but it was
Yeah.
like a flying roll. Right?
And it came in.
And then they were saying it means a
changed
Muamua
direction.
means
Yeah.
a scout.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So he's checking it all out, scouting the land before the Great War, right?
You know.
Before the angels come in and dust you off real quick.
Yeah. It says, And he said unto me, What seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll.
Uh-huh.
The length thereof is 20 cubits,
Uh-huh.
and
Oh.
the breadth thereof
And that ain't
10
small.
cubits.
That's not small.
It is not.
That's not small.
And you
So that
got
must be
also
the
got to
Muamua right
understand that he was looking at it
From the ground.
right.
So that must be
right.
huge.
What he saw looked to be that span.
So same thing with them with the
Right.
Muamua. It looked big, but they were showing it from
You know. Right.
a different aspect, from Earth to wherever it's at.
Hey, and that one that they declared they saw earlier that was parked next to they said that was 3 times the size of the Earth.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, I remember that.
Hey, Esau knows what's coming, man. His job is to keep you people in a perpetual state of confusion, because he
Right.
knows his time is over with. You know, and Trump knows there's no salvation, man. You
Right.
know, he's already committed too much BS. Not only, even if he didn't commit too much BS, you know, hey,
birthright
though
was
he
already
sought it
sold.
carefully with tears.
Yeah,
There
it
is
was
no
already-
salvation for Esau Edom.
They already sold the birthright, and not to mention it was from the beginning,
Right,
before
right.
they were born, before it says that, before one could do good or even evil. It was in the womb. The
Right.
Lord chose it from the womb.
It says, verse 3, Then said he unto me,
Uh-huh.
This is the curse that
Uh-huh.
goeth forth
And
over the
that's-
face of the whole earth.
And that's what that 3-eye. Well, if it's coming from the Lord, that's definitely going to be that curse, and that's what they're afraid of. It definitely got to be something, because they went from it being a to say it is some type of spaceship, because it's definitely moving with intelligence. It's not just a asteroid or whatever. They don't have a tail. They don't have nothing. So something else is definitely occurring, right? Just right at the same time, he's pulling out the military all over the place. So they know all hell is about to break loose, bro. Right? But
Yeah, hey, and this is one of my favorite, because this is a verse I use in conjunction with, you know, he that stealeth the man, you know, if he be found in his hand. Well, that's why we don't want to leave this place, man, because we gonna be found in your stupid ass hands. It
Right,
says,
right.
Then said he unto me, This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth.
right, it's a curse. It's
For-
not a good thing. The Lord's about to bring damage to this place, man. Via through the chariots, what they call UFOs, UAPs, whatever Esau come up with, drones. If he want to say it's a drone, but we're gonna see how much of a drone it is when the Lord comes, and also Michael, right? Don't forget about Michael. Michael won't. He wants to take a chunk out of you, man.
He gonna put in that work.
He gonna put in that work, man. Michael's a spirit of war, man, right? Who was like Yahweh, right? Michael Allah, man, who was like Yahweh, bro. He's ready to put in work, man. The Lord is a man of war, and the war angel, Michael, he wants that
On behalf of his people, man.
Right, on behalf of his people.
They people, man.
Right.
Israel
Our
is their
brother,
people, our brother.
Yeah.
You
The angel that spoke to John said, bow not, because I am your brother.
Your faithful servant, man.
Yeah, one of your fellow servants.
Yeah.
I believe in Yahweh Shai too, like you. I got to bow to Yahweh Shai like you.
Man.
I'm your fellow brother, right?
It says, for everyone that stealeth shall be cut off, as on this side according to it. And what did you devils do? You stole an entire continent. You stole an entire race of people.
Right.
You stole everything you touch. Everything you touch is stolen.
Right.
What does the scripture say? For everyone, and this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth.
Right.
For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off, as on this side
Right.
according to it.
Yeah, and you got stolen
You know?
property all over the face of the whole
Man,
earth.
all
they got
over the
Australia, they got South Africa, they
America.
got North America, Canada,
Right,
Colombia.
right. Everywhere you go, you
yeah,
steal.
Edomite, yeah.
And then point the finger at somebody else and call them a thief. You're the
Right.
world's greatest thieves. The
Yeah,
world's
and violent,
greatest
most violent
murderers.
person. Yeah.
The most violent of all people on the planet
Right,
is
right,
the
right.
so-called white man.
Right, come.
He's evil incarnate. And
Right,
he
yeah.
knows it. That's
Right.
why he has no issue pointing his finger at somebody and telling you they're evil.
Right, yeah.
You know what I
yeah.
mean? He's
Constant-
always
constant,
protecting his stolen property.
Right, constant misdirection.
Right, that's
Pretty much
why-
what Trump
right,
is doing now.
right.
The whole thing. Well, it's the Democrats' fault.
Right.
And it's the but people are getting sick and tired of the so-called blame game, and then nothing gets done. Someone has to be responsible, and so the Lord is just going to come through with the chariots and just go ahead and just punish you, man. The Lord ain't going to play games. The Lord knows everything. He knows your inward thoughts, man. The Lord said the heart, which is la'ab, the mind, is in the minds of the kings are in the Lord's hands, man. The Lord knows everything about you, and He knows what you deserve to get. This is a judgment, a punishment.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Verse 4, I will bring it forth, saith Yahweh of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief. And you know who you are. And into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name. Calling him Jesus. You know what I mean? Telling it that he got rid of the laws of the Heavenly Father. Telling it that now all people are included in salvation, when the scriptures tells you clearly it is the house of Israel. It's not a goddamn crayon. We're not crayons. There are no such thing as color. The scriptures identifies races of people. The Edomites, the Moabites, the Amalekites, and so on and so forth. It doesn't reveal crayons. We're not related to Crayola, nor do we have an Uncle Sharpie. We are the children of the Most High, of the seed of Jacob. And you are from the seed of Esau.
Right.
You
That's
are
right.
the thief.
That's right.
And the scriptures tells you the chariots you see in the heavens are a plague unto you.
Right.
It says, I will bring it forth, saith Yahweh of hosts, and it shall enter in to the house of the thief,
Right, yeah, that's you.
and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by
Right.
my
And
name.
that's what they do in their court systems, man. They take it, tell you to put your hand on the Bible, swear,
Yeah.
and you swear falsely. You go up there and there's a conjunction between the lawyer and the judge, and they were showing how so many Jakes, innocent Jakes, went to prison because they were making money off of falsely accusing Jake, and then you're swearing by the Bible. You swearing by the truth, saying you're telling the truth and the whole truth and nothing but the truth, but then you're making money off of Jake going to prison on a high rate.
And what
Right,
does the scripture
lying.
tell you? You're not supposed to swear on the Bible anyway.
Right, yeah, you're not supposed to swear.
You know, so once again, you know, you committing falsehoods,
Right.
and shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof, and the stones thereof. And that's why we know when the Most High strikes this place with thermonuclear
Won't be a
missiles,
stone
it's
land.
going to melt the very elements of
heat.
this land, man.
Yeah, the
You know, nothing is going to be left on this
land.
land, man.
Yep.
You thieves are going to go out with your property. You know,
Right.
it says,
You said it.
dust
This
and
is the powder.
smell of smoke.
Dust to smell smoke. He said, yeah, to not utterly beat you into powder.
Right,
You're
right.
not even going to exist anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
It says, then the angel that talked with me went forth and said unto me, lift up now thine eyes and see what is this that goeth forth.
Right. Let me get the Ezekiel 38:8.
This is Ezekiel 38 and verse 8. And it reads, after many days thou shalt be visited.
See? Yeah, through his chariots, man. The Lord, after many days, was aware at the time that the Lord is visiting the place, right? He's visiting this place through the chariots, right? A Muamua, right? Scout. He's visiting. He's checking it out. He's about to get ready. He see everything is ready for war right now, right?
Esau is ready to be conquered.
Yeah, you ready to get conquered? Yeah.
He's,
You know what I mean?
he's at the peak of his power.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's fully, you know what I mean?
Set
at
to
his,
do
at
wickedness.
his,
Yeah, right,
at
yeah.
his point.
He's pretty set. He's
Right.
said to do wicked. It says
Right. There's no turning back.
Yeah,
Right.
it says though they sin 100 times,
Yeah.
it's fully set in his heart to do evil.
Right.
Because he haven't got his judgment. So
Right.
he's like, hey, let's keep going.
Right.
Let's micro C-hip everybody. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Let's put the troops up. Let's keep going.
Let's kill off the majority of the population.
Yeah.
You know
Let's
what I mean?
keep going.
You know?
And the Lord already said, well, since you have not hated blood, but he's
Blood
going to
shall
show that
pursue
he's
thee.
going to show that he don't hate blood.
Right.
Let's keep going. Hey, keep on. Hey, and you're going to be at the very height of your wickedness, man. Go ahead.
It says, in the latter years thou shalt come into the land that is brought back from the sword.
Yeah. You're going to come against Israel, but I think that's talking about
Bringing us back into that land.
No, that's talking about they're gonna Russia and Iran or Persia is gonna strike that land over there, right? Which is Israel, which is with the Israelis, right?
Yeah,
That's what they're gonna get punished, right?
Persia,
'Cause-
Ethiopia,
right,
Libya.
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's talking about how Gog of Magog is gonna destroy that place, right? And
Gomorrah
it's gonna get
and
built
all
back.
his bands.
That's gonna be it's gonna get destroyed like America, but it's gonna get built back up. It's not gonna be destroyed utterly like America, but it is gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad for you, man.
Yeah.
Because you see what Russia's talking hydrogen. They talking about they got the new hydrogen.
China. Yeah, China got the hydrogen.
Yeah, China got the hydrogen. Yeah, so China's with them.
Russia got that new one. Russia got
New
is
one.
that one that's underwater. That can just traverse underwater.
Right.
It's nuclear powered.
It says for 19 hours or some shit like that.
No, it was a
Something like that.
It's
Something
a
like
long
one-
period of time.
They could just shoot it off,
Yeah.
and it can wait for 19 hours and then attack you.
And hit right off the shore, so it's immediate. Hey, that's why Scripture says in 1 hour, man. You know what I mean?
And
they
you don't got
these
any of those things.
Yeah, no.
No, you got a hypersonic. No, you have any. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
This place is finished.
Nor,
which
you
they
know
just
what
put one on Netflix. A movie. It's called Dynamite City or something like that, showing how America can't defend from a nuclear weapon.
Right.
And then on that movie, it was only one. It's not the 200 million. It was only one nuclear weapon, and they could not defend it.
Huh?
So that's showing. That's what is like a casting, like a showing you what's gonna happen, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
like a pre-reposition, how you say it? A pre-reposition, right?
Representation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pre-represent. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Basically, you have no protection. That's why it says, none shall break their ranks. They shall enter into the windows of the thief.
Right,
Once again.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And that's what that just said.
Esau, you're the thief, man. You know?
Chariots are coming to the window of the thief too. Right? So not only the missiles, you're talking about the chariots is coming to the windows of the thief. Right? You done with that?
Yeah, well, I can read the whole thing.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
we're
cool.
good. That's what we wanted.
Yeah, that's what we get 2nd Esdras 9. Right? Which kind of goes with that too. Visiting, get the part where it says visit. Also, the Lord shall visit the world, which you made. Yeah, because that's the time we're living in, man. Chariots is coming. Well, they're already here, should I say. But the Lord is definitely visiting you.
Oh yeah,
right?
because they're showing the chariots coming in and out of the waters. You know what I mean? Just moving and doing what they think.
Hey, you just seen the Atlas that they keep saying was a whatchamacallit, but if you could pay close attention, it looks like that's the big ship, like the father shippers, and there's 3 or 4 other little like chariots, lights going behind, like on the side of it, like in war formation, right? It wasn't like it was just some rock floating around in space. It was war formation. Right?
Just some random stuff happening
random
in
stuff
the
happening in the atmosphere. Yeah, no.
What'd
That wasn't random.
What you want out of here?
Right there, 9, it says, visit the world which he made. Should be up.
Okay, right there.
Right? Oh, you got it?
This is 2nd Esdras 9. I'll start at 1. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
Right, and that's where we're at. When you look at the things that was happening, what are you supposed to measure it with? According to the scriptures. You take the Bible, you take what the prophecies are saying, wars, rumors of wars. It speaks about people. The Lord says that men shall be lovers of themselves, right? It says
wax
that
cold.
The love of many shall wax cold. It talks about men being with men and the woman even working, which is unseemly. It talks about lovers of themselves. It talks about what earthquakes in diverse places, wars, rumors of wars. Come on, man. If we're not in that time, I don't know what time you think you're living in.
It says,
like you got another.
right.
Yeah, man.
It says, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before,
right,
then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time.
Yeah, and part of the signs have definitely already passed, because we already got the MOTB on the scene. Troops have come past Jerusalem. So, hey, half the signs are already gone, right?
Wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Yeah, see? And now we're in that time where obviously the chariots is coming through the atmosphere. They're coming in through close proximity of the what do they call it? The hemisphere or whatever, right?
Yeah.
It's coming close. So it's wartime on all spectrums, through the chariots, through the thing, right? We get Isaiah 31 and 5. So this wartime, it's crunch time. The chariots is, the Most High is showing up, man. It's showing out, man.
Isaiah 31 and 5, as birds flying, so will Yahweh of hosts defend Jerusalem.
Right, yeah, that's the elect, man. So the Lord is scouting, checking who. The Lord says, "Shall I find faith in the earth, man?" So this is the time that we're living in, right? But
yeah, no, you just hear defending also, he will deliver it, and passing over, he will preserve it.
Right, and coming the chariots. That's what it says. The chariots are gonna fly like birds in the sky in a bird formation. If you look at that AI Atlas or that 3i Atlas, was that not like a bird form?
Hey, and
Come
we
on
always,
now.
you know,
it's coming. Ready for war. That's war formation.
I forget what
Even
those
Esau's
birds is called.
military forms that way in a bird formation for war.
Yeah, those
Right.
birds, what are they called? The ones that fly east or south for the summer?
The geese.
The geese, yeah. And
Yeah.
that's that same formation.
Right.
Where the lead one is taking on the current and then
Right.
they'll swap. But hey, the big chariot, that's the one that he ain't got to swap. When them little ones fly in, they're going to come in as war birds, man. Destroying and tearing stuff up.
Yeah, that's what the Lord said. If it already be kindled, what will I? If it, hey, but the Lord's finna. Hey, He's gonna add to it.
Oh, yeah.
He-
Oh,
he-
wow.
He's gonna add to it. Right?
Wee.
High concentrated laser beams from the chariot. It's gonna be. Hey, he got the high concentrated beam that tore up Sodom and Gomorrah, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
5 cities at one time.
And let's not forget.
That's from the chariots, bro.
What'd you say? Michael coming back. And
Yeah.
you know he gonna want to put in some hand-to-hand work.
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah,
He gonna
yeah.
want to get his hands
Yeah.
involved with what's going on.
Right,
you know what I
right,
mean?
yeah,
Just
yeah.
drop me right there in the midst of them jackass. Yeah, woo wee.
Yeah.
Hey, I can't even, man.
Yeah.
The-
I'll be,
hey.
The real I'll
war.
be back.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah, you-
shit. He gonna.
I'll be
Hey,
back.
how'd your boy said it? Thor. He said, now y'all ready for a higher thing of war, man. Hey, you gonna when Michael show
Oh,
up,
it's a higher level. Yeah.
a higher level of war,
yeah.
man. You think that you
You know war now, yeah, because that's
Yeah.
Esau, the war
Yeah,
machine.
yeah,
Because you
you
don't
know.
know war until Michael
Yeah.
and Yahweh Shai show
You
up.
know,
Yeah.
He gonna bring you back to the old age of war, that close quarter combat. You know what I mean? Bro, you gonna stop claiming things that I claimed months and years ago. You know what I mean? That's the same when it go. Anywho, says. Passing over, he will preserve it.
Ooh.
He says,
Yeah.
turn ye unto him from whom the children of Israel have deeply revolted.
Oh yeah, there you go. Going back into that thing of you Israelites, man. You keep revolting, but you're gonna get destroyed here.
Because salvation is for you, you know.
But
so
not so much if you're denying the Lord, He's
Yeah.
gonna deny you. Right? That's why I was trying to tell the brother, hey, the Lord is gonna deny you. If you deny the Lord, He's gonna deny you.
Hey,
And that don't sound like I love you, no matter what you do to me, that's okay. I still love you. No. You deny me, I'm gonna deny you, and you will be destroyed. If you not obey these laws, statutes, commandments, you will be destroyed.
salvation is for you.
If you
and
walk after your
destruction
own
is
way
for you.
and do your own thing, I will destroy you.
Yeah. The first part of destruction is for you.
Right.
You know, salvation is only for you, and the first part of destruction is
What
for
was
you.
what was you at again?
That was Isaiah 31. I just ran through 6.
Okay, yeah.
That was it.
Go to Isaiah 47 and 13.
We got it. We're over 2 hours at this point.
Yeah, I'm trying to work through
13.
this. Yeah.
Isaiah 47 and 13 says, "Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels."
Right, because that's where Esau's at, man. He see the chariots, and now he's weary. He's trying to think of what he can do, this and that. Hey, well, you know what? Let's just put troops in this place, this place, this place. Let's do this. Let's cut off the EPT. Let's get it all going. Because this is stuff that they're supposed to have done. Because if you look at the the CV-19, the reason why it was called 19, because this stuff was all supposed to be actually happening during 2019. It didn't happen until 2020, right? It was supposed to be the year before, but for whatever reason, they didn't pull the trigger on the year before. So now they have to play catch up. Now it's Operation Warp Speed, which Trump was the first one to say it. And if you look at everything he's been doing, this is his first time back in office, and he's done an array of different. It feels like he's been here 2 years already. It's only been 9 months.
So everything he's doing is at warp speed.
Right, everything he's doing is warp speed. Right.
It says, "And with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth, if so be thou shalt be able to profit if so be
Right.
thou mayest prevail.
Yeah, yeah. See, and that's what you're doing. That's what they're doing. All these different councils and this and that, looking into NASA and telling them, hey, what can we do? You know, what should we do? Keep going. Because matter of fact, it goes into that.
Thou art wearied in the
No, you don't say
Salakia, Isaiah 47:13, and it reads, "Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels."
No, down. Should be. Oh yeah, no, that's it. That's it.
Thank you. Stay out of my tab.
Okay.
Let now the
Yeah,
astrologers,
yeah, there you go.
the stargazers,
Uh-huh.
the monthly prognosticators
Yeah,
stand up and save thee
Oh, there it is.
from
Hey,
these things
and that's where the
that thou shalt come
and that's what they're
upon
doing.
thee.
And NASA and whoever else they got, you know, all these different warlocks and witches and praying to Satan and, you know, hey, even celebrity sacrifices. You know, these different
Right.
celebrities that drop dead all of a sudden
Right.
or going to prison. Those
Right.
are all sacrifices.
Right.
Those are ways to try to appease Satan so they can try to stay in power, man.
You know,
Right?
and they love sacrificing Jake.
Right. Okay, just so we can, for the time's sake, go to Zechariah, was it 6? And then, yeah, start at the top.
It says, "And I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, there came 4 chariots out
Uh-huh.
from between 2 mountains."
Hey, that's kind of like that AI Atlas, man. That mug was huge. And you see those little small chariots flying on the side of it in a war formation? Hey, man, chariots coming out before it, right? What they call UFOs, UAPs, right?
Right. And the mountains were mountains of brass.
And these mountains, would you say the one was as big as, well, they talking about this as big as Manhattan, right? From far what they see, it's huge,
Yeah.
like a flying mountain, right?
And the original one they saw was, like I said, 3 times the size of the earth.
No, that was a different one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a different time.
Yeah.
But this 3-eye Atlas said that they said it's the size of Manhattan,
Yeah.
and it's coming with other ships, right? Yeah.
You want more on that, or that's good?
No, that's
Just go
good.
down to break down.
Yeah, that's good. Go to Second Ezra 13. 13 and I think it's 6. It's the best place to start. I think it's 13 and 6. It's a good place to start.
Second Ezra 13, beginning at verse 6. "But I beheld, and lo,
Yeah, that's it.
he had graved himself a great mountain,
Right there it is. A griven himself. What a great mountain. Yep, and what?
and flew up upon it."
Yeah, so we know that mountains don't fly. So what's flying? We're talking about what they call UFO, UAPs, which are really the chariots of Israel, man. The chariots. That's what Elijah said. My Lord, the chariots of Israel, man. That's the power. The horse representing power, man, of Israel, man. Right? Go
It
ahead.
says, "But I would have seen the region or place where out the hill was graven,
Right.
and I could not."
And it tells you that in Daniel. It says the one without griven hands that struck the toes of the statue, and then it came crumbling down. And that's what's gonna happen, man. The fourth beast during the 4th industrial of time period of Esau coming to war with laser weapons, drones, and you know, all sorts of AI equipment, whatever he's coming with, right? You know,
And that-
nukes.
you know,
The time of nukes and all sorts of things, things that were never before. That's why the Lord said it's going to be a time like none other, man.
And if you use
Right.
your imagination and consider that, if you look up into the heaven, it's a vast area of space that you can see. And the prophet said that, I'm going to read it again, it says, "But I would have seen the region or place where out the hill was graven, and I could not." So that ship was so vast that he couldn't see the end of the ship in any direction.
Right.
You know what I mean? From where he was standing, all he could see was ship.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Are you kidding me?
Right.
Are
And the
you
great
kidding me?
Great illustration is that first
Right.
Independence Day.
Yeah, yeah.
The first one.
Yeah. Oh, the second
Second
one was bad too when it was coming through and it was drawing everything into it.
Right.
Ships and bridges and it had its own. It was so big.
It
It
had
had
its
its
own,
own
pull,
gravitational pull.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. It was just sucking shit in, and then that force field around it was just destroying. Man,
Everything
it
that
was
went into
beautiful.
it, yeah.
It was beautiful.
But
you know what I mean?
I like the first one because when the first one comes in, you can literally see a cloud,
Yeah.
and then you can see fire within the cloud. Well, like how it tells you in the scriptures when it talks about Yahweh.
Yeah.
Fire issue coming before it.
Yeah.
And in the cloud, and he's the fire issue coming down for it in Daniel 7.
Yeah, and then
right?
when it part over the ocean,
yeah,
over the land.
over the land. Yeah,
it just
yeah.
was encompassing
The
all
whole
kind of.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cold too, though. Yeah. So both of them, man.
Mine.
Great illustration, man.
Mine and mine.
Party.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. But go ahead. Keep going.
It says, verse 8, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid.
Yeah, that's that military. That's why they're weary in their council. So they're like, damn, we keep saying the chariots. We're gonna have to do something. We're gonna have to. So they're ready, prepared militarily.
And yet durst fight. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war.
Yeah, that's in the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, where they're gonna get destroyed, man.
But only.
Yeah, they came up again, and they're gonna get afraid, but the Lord gonna make them fight anyway, right? Thus shall fight, right?
But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, as it had been, a blast of fire,
right?
and out of his lips a flaming breath.
Yeah. Keep going. Yeah. Well, that's a great example too on the first, well, even the second one too. Like you said, the Independence Day. But yeah, when they opened up the mouth of the chariot, opened up over the White House, and it did like that, and it blew up. That's the lips.
You had that wind, everything,
Yeah, the wind
blast
that came
everything,
blasting,
and that red hot, that beam.
Yeah.
It detonated it. Yeah. These
They
devils
know. They know.
Yeah, they have an inkling of the level of
The power of them, and that's
know
small.
what I mean?
Hey, and if you got to think, that's just a movie. The real thing is gonna be beyond that, man.
Hey, and their movies, I say this all, their movies are nothing more than propaganda reels, because they always show themselves in the movies
Where they win.
being victorious over what happens. You know what I mean?
That ain't gonna happen.
Ain't gonna be no victory for y'all. It's your final countdown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, that's the end. That's the end, man. You know, and Esau Edom is that abominable branch, man. There's no coming back for you. You know, it says, Salakia.
Yeah.
And
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Con. Yeah, because of time, we're just gonna go ahead and close out. But yeah, we hope that everybody was edified, you know, and what we were doing, Lord willing, it was a blessing, you know, a good sacrifice, you know, to Yahweh Bashim Awashai, pleasing to Yahweh Bashim Awashai. So we want to give all honor and all glory unto Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Raha HaKodash. Yeah, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and do well. To the elder apostles, bishops in Connecticut, the bishops, the preachers, the teachers, the evangelists, and the four winds, preaching in truth and sincerity, risking your lives more now than ever, the hopeful elect, the elect. Hey, shalom to the Israelite foreigners whose phenotype may look like another nation, but bloodline goes back to Israel through your father and have come back to the fold. Shalom to you sisters, you Akwathium, who listen and learn under your husband, which is your spiritual leader, with meekness and with silence, and a Bible ball. Kwam Yasharal.
Come Yasharal.
Kwam Yasharal.
Come Yasharal.
Shalom, Hakim. Akwathium.
Shalom.